Hi everyone, welcome to the Christmas coloring from Tatiana Bagema book. I decided to turn this cute bird into cardinal. I do love cardinal birds, even if I haven't seen them in real life. I love to watch them on pictures, and I hope that maybe one day I will see such a beautiful, amazing bird in real life. Maybe this one isn't exactly in the shape of cardinal bird. Of course, it has to have a little bit different shape of the head, but we will imagine that it's cardinal but dressed in a very fashionable way. And in order to color realistic feathers of cardinal bird, first of all we need a selection of red colors. If we look at reference pictures, we can see that feathers can have colors from almost orange red to a very dark red, and they also have considerable area of gray. So I have prepared three red pencils starting from pale vermilion, then it's permanent red, and the darkest one is crimson lake. So it's important to have nice gradient from the lightest to darkest color. And I have with me couple of gray colors, but I also have prepared polychromos pencils because they are sharper, so they will be able to draw texture on some of the feathers if I decide to use them. I plan to use them mostly on feathers of the wings and on the tail. But first let's start with the first layer. And if you look at reference pictures, you can see that on the breast, color of the feathers is closer to orange. And that's what I will be doing. And when I color, I work with a very small movements of my pencil because I want to imitate texture of this very fluffy, very small feathers. It's not very easy with such a soft pencils like Prismacolors, but I hope that I will manage. And maybe I want to use orange somewhere here. And in the middle part of the wing. Now I will start to add my permanent red. I hope that on this area will be a mix of colors of my vermilion and red. It's important to keep your pencils very nicely sharpened so you will be able to draw these tiny feathers. And now I press a little bit more on my pencil to get more intense red color here on the lower part of the body. Maybe let's return back to pale vermilion and let's add a little bit more of orange color to mix it better with red. I hope that on the camera it will be visible that this area beneath the head on the neck of the bird I want to make with more orange colors. Before I proceed to color the rest of the body with red colors, I want to do area of the black feathers around eye. First I will start to work with 70% cool gray, and from the reference pictures I can see that area of the dark feathers go from the beak around eye and a little bit beneath the beak. Don't draw it with strong edges. Draw it again with small movement of your pencil to imitate texture of feathers. Now I am much more aware where I can put red color again around this gray area, so I will return to my permanent red. Here on the wing we have slightly longer feathers. They are more visible, so I need to draw them more carefully. And I will put permanent red also here on the base of the tail and in the central part of this very long feathers. Now I go back to my gray pencil and I want to add it here on the area between wing and body. On some of the feathers of the wing and especially on these long feathers. Now I can go back with my permanent red and to mix grey and red together. I think that now I can work with my darkest red color. It will be Crimson Lake. I will add it on the head because here we have this shadow from the head. More of this very nice, very deep and rich red here on the wing. I think that I need it here on the lower part of the body, near the legs. And here where there is a base of the tail. And maybe a little bit of feathers texture here. And now I think that it's time to blend our colors. We can use either some of the blenders or maybe I can try and I will blend some colors using my pale vermilion. think that I can add a little bit of crimson lake again. And of course, beak also have to be a red. And then a little bit of pale vermilion. Now I can use one of my harder grey pencils. Here I have my Polychromos Paints Grey or Cold Grey 6. Let's use probably Paints Grey. And I want to start here from the nose. I want to define these long feathers of the wing and to define more these feathers of the tail, and to increase shadows in the areas where wing is pressed to the body. Maybe to attract more attention to the area of the eye, I can use black pencil also. Let's make feathers on top of the beak and around eye a little bit darker. Here along the base of these very long feathers. And probably it's enough. If your paper isn't burnished yet and you feel that you're able to add additional colors, additional layers of pencil, then I again will be using my permanent red, and I want to work a little bit more on the smallest feathers here. I want to show that bird is very fluffy. Later, when I will finish to color the whole picture, I think that it will be nice to mask this black line which outline cardinal bird, and on top of it I will add additional layer of pencils. I will do small strokes to show these small feathers, but it will be later. For now I am happy with the main color of the bird, and I think that the only thing we need to finish is legs. I will be using grey again. Light touch of pale vermilion and maybe a little bit of black on the tails. And the bird is ready. Maybe we can work now a little bit with Posca pen. Very gently. And I think that it's time to stop. I hope that you like our very cute and bright cardinal bird.